Hey guys, what's going on? It's Uncle Tone with BuyMeAnIPhone.com. How are you guys doing? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Elago S4 Glide case. This is a really cool slider style case available in a bunch of different colors for the iPhone 4. So without further ado, let's switch over to the close-up camera and check it out. Just glide with me, just glide. Just glide with me, just glide. I'm sorry, yeah, that's probably not necessary. Before we get into the review, I want to say a quick thank you to the very cool people over at Elago for sending this out to me for review. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. So without further ado, let's pop this bad boy open and see what you get inside. Kind of cool packaging. I like the packaging. It's a little different, a little unique and different than I've seen before. And I like it. It's kind of neat. It kind of looks like a sandwich box where you just pop it open and oh, there's your sandwich, except this time you're getting a case. Cool beans. So inside you do get the case. This is the yellow and black version. However, they do also include a yellow bottom with the case. So you can also rock it full yellow if you'd like, or you can go with the bumblebee look with the black and yellow. Very cool beans. I went with the black and yellow myself. I was kind of partial to the black and yellow look. So there you go. Also included, you do get a microfiber cleaning cloth, as well as the front and back screen films. And this is important because this case is not lined with anything. As you can see, it is just plain plastic on the back of the case. Which is really not a problem because they provide you with front and back screen shields. So sliding it in and out of here, you don't really have to worry about scratching the back of your device, your iPhone, because you have a screen shield on it. You might scratch the screen shield, but you're not going to scratch the back of your iPhone. Cool beans. So without further ado, let's take the iPhone and we'll slide it in here. And nice to see the front and back screen shields. That's very nice. So we simply slide it in there, just like so. No need to worry about scratching it because I do have the included back screen shield here on the back of my phone, which you can't really tell because I totally nailed the install. So then we simply slide the bottom piece on, and as you can see, it does bubble my screen shield. It's not doing it right now, but when I first installed it, it was bubbling my screen shield right down here a little bit on the bottom left-hand corner. Which is really not a big deal because one, I didn't nail the screen shield install on this one absolutely perfectly. It was off just a tiny little bit to this side. So if I had nailed it perfectly, it probably would have been fine and it probably wouldn't bubble. So that's probably my fault. And also, let's go over the cutouts. On the bottom, you do have one large cutout for your dock connector and your speaker and microphone. No issues with this. Works just fine with all my third-party cables, my Griffin cable, my Radtech cables, all those cables. Works just fine with all of those. Moving over here to the other side, you have one large cutout for your volume buttons and your vibrate switch. Again, not really particularly recessed, easy to get to. Hit the vibrate switch, no problem whatsoever. Even with my big clunky fingers, I have no issues. So, very cool. There you can go. See, it's kind of bubbling the screen shield a little bit there. Not really a big deal though. And maybe the included screen shield may be slightly smaller and may provide you with a little bit better, fit and working with this case. Also, they recommend to install the screen shield after you've installed the phone. So that may make the case. I'm sorry, and that may make an issue, an improvement as well. I totally stumbled all over that. Sorry, guys. And then you have your sleep wake button. Has a nice little cutout there, beveled around the edges. Really easy to get to, not a problem at all. It's a nice slim fitting case. I really do like this case, very nice and slim fitting. The camera cutout and the LED flash cutout is great. I didn't experience any washout. Even though there's not a black ring around here or anything, I didn't experience any washout with my pictures or anything like that. Probably because the cutout is so large. I didn't really have any issues with it. The one problem with this case that drove me nuts, and I simply can't get over, if not for this one problem, I would really, really like this case. This is a great slider case that doesn't bubble screen shields, really. As you can see, mine right now is pretty much perfect. And feels great in the hand. It reminds me a lot of the in-case slider. That glossy finished in-case slider for the 3GS. Just a great feeling, slim fitting, feels great in your hand, slides in and out of your pocket, super easy like nothing. The only problem is the headphone jack cutout. As you can see, there is no cutout for your secondary microphone. Fitting your headphones in here is fine. It wasn't an issue for me at all. It is fairly small. If you're using oversized jacks, you may have a problem, but there's the iBeats. So as you can see, any of your normal mobile type of jacks will work just fine. But again, the secondary microphone is covered. That was one of the big selling features of the iPhone 4 for me. And I'm sure for a lot of other people, was the fact that it had two microphones built into it. One for noise cancellation, so your call quality would be better. It would block out your background noises and, you know, provide you with better call quality. Having it completely covered by the case like this pretty much renders it completely useless. So you might as well not have the secondary microphone on there because it's completely covered. There's no way any sound is getting in there to the external, to the secondary mic. And like I said, it basically renders it useless. I would like to see them fix this. If they fix this, I would absolutely recommend this case, guys. It's a great case. It feels great in the hand. It doesn't creak or anything like that. It's not creaky like some slider cases tend to be. It's a great fit. You get the front and back screen shields. You have full device protection with this. And the black and yellow looks awesome. You guys know that I'm a big Lance Armstrong fan. I love yellow, and yellow's one of my favorite colors. I keep living strong, and this is an awesome case. I really like this case, except for the problem with the cutout there, which I guess is minor. If you don't really care about that, by all means, go ahead and pick this one up. But for me, it just seems like a huge oversight on their part to have skipped the external microphone. Or the secondary microphone, I'm sorry. Cool beans, guys. That's pretty much going to do it for my review on the Elago S4 Glide case for the iPhone 4. Like I said during the review, I really like it. It's a great case. I just wish they would fix the headphone jack cutout so that it wasn't covering the secondary microphone. Other than that, that's my only complaint about it. It's a great case. Just seems like a bit of an oversight for them to have not cut out the headphone jack large enough for the secondary mic. Other than that, like I said, it's a great case. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Make sure you head over to buymeaniphone.com and check out all our other great reviews over there. And follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And we'll see you in the next one, okay? Cool beans. Rock on.